So we move on to one subject that might have given a lot of headaches to football fans, to another one. Dev, Paul, Marver, we got to talk about the nuisance, the other owner of the Chicago Bears, in his own words, Aaron Rodgers, and this craziness of his vaccination status or lack thereof, and the crazy word salad and gymnastics we were hearing. We'll go around and we'll talk about this. I want to give everybody their chance to kind of just say what they think about it. So we'll start off with Dev, head over to Marver and Paulie, bringing us the final statement on this crazy Aaron Rodgers story. Dev?
Well, I got some Aaron Rodgers nice little quotes.
Please.
This is a witch hunt against me, and the cancel culture needs to happen with witch hunts first. The right will praise me. The left will try to cancel me. This is not political. This is just me. Mid-April, the vaccine was off shelves. I was concerned because I may have a chance of a rare blood clot, and the NFL denied me. And then where is my personal favorite one here, where he compares himself to Martin Luther King? You have a moral obligation to object to unjust rules that make no sense. One has legal and moral responsibilities to just laws. One has moral responsibility to disobey unjust laws. And I will agree that this vaccination requirement is an unjust law. Me and Martin Luther King agree. And guys, I'm curious. Either COVID brain is real or Aaron Rodgers has CTE. Both of these are a serious thing. And yeah, he's the other owner of the Bears, but I don't want Aaron Rodgers getting fired. I hate when he plays the Bears and destroys them. But I want him to get healthy and recover from all this. You know, he's trying all these, ivermectin, all this stuff. And if it works, great. At CPT, we still encourage you, get vaccinated, guys. That is the number 100. That is the proven cure to prevent you from most likely dying of COVID-19. So please get vaccinated. Don't listen to Aaron Rodgers' advice. But, if ivermectin works, great. But I don't know if it does. And I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to admit that. So please get vaccinated. But this is I'm concerned, guys. I think Aaron Rodgers may actually have a bad case of CTE, and that's kind of why he's just going crazy here.
Marver, what do you got?
Well, he says he's immunized, but he isn't vaccinated, so that's kind of confusing to me. But I do think he should be suspended, and I believe that the suspension should be lifted on December 13th.
The day after they play the Bears.
Very convenient.
December 12th, yes.
Very convenient. Paulie, what do you got?
That's my take.
Does he still get to sit in the owner's box, though, on December 12th?
Probably. It's Green
Yeah,
Bay.
he's the owner, right? He'll be sitting with Virginia.
Oh, it'll be at Lambeau. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The visitor's owner's box. I think this is a guy that's abusing the power of being an iconic veteran in the league. I think a 24-year-old Aaron Rodgers would have sheepishly admitted to his mistake. But I think since the guy is, 38 years old, 37 years old, whatever he is, he's been around. He gets to – I'm not saying this, but I think he thinks that he gets licensed to do what he feels like. And I think he lied to the league and his teammates. And I don't think the COVID policy for the NFL is that you had to get vaccinated. I think it was just if you're not, then you follow a different COVID protocol, wearing your mask around other people, sitting out longer when you do have COVID, just certain protections that he had to follow.
Yeah.
And he lied about it. So I think, and I think in some regard there needs to be some sort of penalty for that, whether it's a fine or a suspension. But I think at the same time, I think him just kind of shooting his mouth off and trying to rope Martin Luther King's name into it. It's clearly a guy that's trying to go down swinging. And I think he should just accept his mistake, accept the suspension, keep his mouth shut, and maybe make a grievance with the NFL Players Association if there actually is a realistic, thing where he thinks his blood clots are going to prevent him from being healthy after getting vaccinated.
It's an interesting time we live in, right? Because while this is happening with Aaron Rodgers, we had the whole Kyrie Irving situation. I think this is my big take on the entire scenario when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. It's you wanted to have your cake and eat it too. If you don't want to get vaccinated, but you took all the proper measures, who am I to tell you? You followed the rules. And that's all I can ask for. Do I want people to be vaccinated that are able to? Would I love us all to be pulling the rope on the same direction? Of course. But at the end of the day, if you choose not to, and if you're somebody who is health conscious, and you've done, quote unquote, the research, if you've talked to your doctors, you've read the studies, and you feel like this is a way for you to do it, fine. What I don't appreciate is you lying. you sidestepping, you using quotes from Martin Luther King, who was in jail when he wrote that. You don't want to wear a mask. You don't want to take a shot. That's fine. You can't have the best of all the worlds if you're trying to go this way when it's a public health issue. And that's my big thing about it. If we're going to go hard in the paint for Kyrie, then at least with Kyrie, he stood with his morals. At least Kirk Cousins stood with his morals. These people who put their name on it. If you're worried about sponsorship, if you're worried about people politicizing you, you've done it now. And now you're starting to use real interesting keywords. So I think for Aaron Rodgers, maybe stay off the Pat McAfee show for a little bit, because it's not like he's doing you any favors. He's teeing you up and just letting you speak. And on that, I am very interested to know, those journalists in Green Bay, how come the follow-up question simply was, so can you confirm you've taken the Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, or Moderna vaccine? Guys, we've had a very jam-packed episode of the Sports Cubicle already. Dev, I know we got to talk about the World Series. We're going to talk a little bit Cubs and Sox, and of course, a jam-packed weekend in sports, including in the professional fighting world. But you have to, we got to pay some bills, huh?
Yep. So we're right to break, everyone. Make sure you stay clocked in. You don't want to miss the next segment.